to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.
Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Bible John Hedges joins me. Good to see you, mate. It was only a couple of weeks ago we caught up at Tibbs' gym, but the start of fight week, and I suppose this is kind of where the buzz kicks in.
Yeah, it all starts today. Nice little tap out of Mark just a minute ago. Nothing too much. It's more just doing it for media purposes really, and just having a little tick over. But getting the hotel tonight and start switching on.
I don't think we knew your opponent the last time we spoke. We do now. 3-0. It'll be your second undefeated fighter in a row. Look, we ain't going to make out he's an elite fighter, but an undefeated fighter, is it good to fight him in the sense that they're going to come with something, kind of come with that belief that they've never lost before? So I don't know, is it good to go in with an undefeated fighter regardless of record?
Well, do you know what? This fight here I've took on basically a week's notice, to be fair. My original opponent pulled out, so I've had to change to a Southpaw, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? We've got to do what we've got to do. He's 3-0 with 2 KOs, so says he's a bit of a puncher as well. But no, do you know what I mean? We've prepared well, and at this level now, it's not early days for me now. I've had a few fights, so I should be able to deal with whatever comes in front of me.
Are you still in that stage though where you focus more on yourself than the opponent? Like when you're fighting for titles and you're pushing on to world level, I suppose you'll in-depth look at an opponent, but right now, regardless of who it is, you can only focus on yourself.
Exactly that, and it's like, you know, it's like with boxing us, especially being a young prospect, you have a pull-out every fight, so just you've got to be prepared for anything, and at the end of the day, I believe on my experience, his levels above this fighter. He's got a good bit of punch power, obviously, from his knockouts, but we'll see on the night.
I know we spoke about kind of the KOs starting to kick into play in your career. I know you don't go looking because you've got a brain. But again, another KO on Saturday night would be lovely.
Oh, wouldn't it? It'd be lovely, mate. But it's a different story, this sort of fight. It's not looking at him. It's not someone who's going to walk into a shot massively. I've got to find the opening. But yeah, 100%. When I see it, I'm going to find it. I'm going to take full control of that.
How important would you say this fight is, and perhaps from now to the end of the year, in terms of development? Because you know what boxing fans are like. As soon as you put wins together, as soon as you get to about 9-0, 10-0, the first thing people go is when you're fighting for the British title. So from now to the end of the year, is this kind of the not final learning phase, because you're always learning, but kind of that last bit of your starting learning phase?
Yeah, definitely that. I've took a good opponent on, so I'm hopefully going to show my skill and development there, and that I will fight anyone. And then I'll push on to my next fight after this, is an 8-rounder. So get this dealt with in style, and I'll move into a bigger rounds and go from there. Do you know what I mean? Let's have it.
And in terms of that, obviously I know that's a few months away, but what are we saying with the weight situation? Because obviously we've mentioned how much you've grown and how much size you put on. Are you kind of comfortable where you are now, or is it still? I mean, you don't have to make championship weight, so kind of what's the situation now?
I'm not with that, Oscar. I'm not loaded. I'm coming in at 183 pounds this time. At the end of the day, like every championship weight's 175. Will I make that? Chances are no, mate. If I'm honest with you, I'm only 20. I don't want to start making that weight now for one fight and then think, shit, I've got to make cruiser. So I might as well slowly take the step up. But at the minute, 183 sits well with me. I'm big at the weight. Slowly take my time, and I'm going to be a cruiserweight wherever it happens. I'm 6'6". I've just got to fill out. I'm 20 years of age. I've got time on my side.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.